coming online to hope, coming online to love, coming online to joy, coming online to abundance, coming online to fun. I'm Dr. Flo. I'm loved and lovable, and so are you, and it is a Saturday edition of the Daily Boost. I'm not usually here on Saturdays anymore. I haven't been here on Saturdays in months, and so some of you may be asking yourselves, why is this guy back then? Why are you yapping again in our ear in the middle of the day on Saturday, your supposed day off? Well, our Chief Operations Admin Officer, Tara Praolo Studio, is on FMLA. If you know, you know. And so I'm filling in. And I'm going to do my best job to do the crown chakra well for all of you. Very soon, there'll be information about our programs coming front and center to the website. But for now, you should know that we are an encouragement platform. We are a mutual support network. We are a mental health advocacy, positive mental health advocacy agency. We are an academy. We are present to the needs of humans who dream big dreams and those who want to be happy, healthy, and free from all suffering once and for all. Believe it or not, there is a space beyond where we are currently existing. There's more joy, more love, more power that's trying to come through all of us, and we allow that in Love and Action Network, and we invite you to come along with us for this journey as we encourage, equip, and empower the world. A card jumped out of the deck as I was shuffling as we opened today. It says, the better it gets. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know there are much more good feeling things coming my way. The better it gets, and I keep rising. Ooh, so yummy today. The better it gets. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know there are much more good feeling things coming my way. Come on, let in the good. I understand and I know that good things are coming my way. The better it gets, and I keep rising up. We haven't talked about this in a while here in Love and Action Network when I taught. But there is a pattern to your life you may have found where you will be feeling a bit lower, and then you will go up a bit higher in your experience, and then you'll come down lower, but not quite as low as you were, and then you'll start to loop up again, if you can use your imaginations here. And then you'll go up higher than your last high, but then you'll come down lower, because that lower is higher than your last high, and then up you go. That's kind of how life operates for those who are awakened. You're always going up and then down. It feels like going down, but it's higher. Every round goes higher and higher. Happy birthday to Stacey's grandmother today. May the 4th always be with you, Grandma. I saw her on FaceTime, Google Meet, a couple days ago. She's 90 years young today, Stacey's grandma, and she looks like she's 50. It was a very encouraging moment with Stacey's grandmother because she looks so good for 90. It made me feel like I just might have 50 more years in me. 50 years is a lifetime. She's 90 today. Happy birthday, Grandma. From Dr. Flo to you. She loves my singing, and she tells me so to my face. And my digital assistant told me that it's her birthday, so I'm sending you my highest regard and love on Regal Crown Chakra Day, which is all about your connection with your spirit. You're wearing the color purple to conjure wisdom, tranquility, intuition, standing in your royalty, respect from others and respect from yourself, having an important figure energy. It's giving, when I walk up in the peas, all eyes on me kind of vibes. When I walk up in the peas, all eyes on me. That's what it's giving on Crown Chakra Day. Taking in the fresh air, allowing the sunlight if you have it. It's a bit overcast here today in Mama Oya. Oh, we didn't close the little situation back. Mama Oya is causing cloudiness here in North Carolina, where I am based today currently. However, we know that on the other side of those gray clouds and this rain that I love, the sun is still there. And we are grateful, because if it ever went away, we would freeze to death. So take in that fresh air, that sunlight that's even behind the dark clouds of our lives from time to time. Take in that water. Commune with selenite. There's some right there in the back window. Commune with the selenite, labradorite, moonstone, amethyst, clear quartz. These rocks, as Caden calls it, a pet rock familia. These rocks remind you to be durable. These rocks remind you to be sturdy. These rocks remind you to stand, as the kids say, 10 toes down on what you know. I know that all is well. I know that everything is working out for my highest good. I know that out of this situation only good can come, and I know that I am safe today. I know that all is well. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation only good must come, and I am safe. Because I know that I am a beloved child of the universe. I know and I understand that the universe loves me. There's never been a day up until now that the universe has not provided for me. There's not been a day up until now that the universe has not lovingly provided for you. This is just something that we can all touch and agree on today. Nancy Pelosi golf claps. Or Dumbledore. You can get Dumbledore. Dumbledore claps. You can Dumbledore clap for yourself today, because you survived all of them up until now, which leads us to believe that you're going to continue. Somehow, some way, you're going to continue to survive and to thrive. And we understand that life is working out for us. We can see all of the evidence. Yesterday was IC, third eye. I'm back in the saddle covering days and covering shifts and things as a manager here. So now I'm waking up again to what the fuck we're doing here as well. Because I only had 2 days, like a month ago or whatever, and now I've got a bunch more. And now I'm seeing that it's important that on Friday, I see some things through my third eye, because after I see, spiritual seeing and physical seeing brings understanding. And do not try to not see what you see. You need to see what you see so that you can have full understanding. And not for everybody else's sake, but for your own. Make sure you can see. Make sure that you're visualizing placing a crown upon your head. Our dear ancestor, Maya Angelou, Dr. Maya Angelou, used to always tell us that the crown on our heads have already been paid for. Wear it. Wear it well. Wear it proud. There are ancestors who are no longer physically focused, whose shoulders you stand upon, and they are rooting for you. More than me. They know you. Your grandmother's nose is on your face. So be still and know today that you no longer have to be an enemy with your thoughts. You no longer have to be overwhelmed by your thoughts. You no longer have to be uncomfortable with higher power and the feelings of surrender that brings. Remember, we're all going to have to surrender to something, even if we have to surrender to life itself one day. Don't be uncomfortable with your higher power. Don't be uncomfortable with your higher nature. You are a being powering yourself. No longer uncomfortable will we be. We will no longer be anxious and scared of the future we cannot control. We will no longer be fearful. We will no longer be depressed or unsatisfied. A lot of people walk around in life with this general sense of schmeh. You know? And I've done that as well, where the food doesn't taste as good as it used to. The laughs aren't as hearty as they used to be. You're not lighting up as much as you feel that you did in the past, which is causing you issues because you're fixated on the past more than you are about making your today happy. But I know what it's like to be unsatisfied for long amounts of time. Thank you, Tara, for subscribing. It's telling me to tell you that. Thank you so much. Also, Tara says, I understand that my inner work makes my greater impact. Yes. Yes, yes. It does. It allows you to step out of dissatisfaction. You know, I'm going to stop here, pause, and just talk for a brief second about the Moors of life. We talked about them yesterday as well. They're these Moors, as I call them. Poppy, we're going to get cow printed t-shirts made for our recovery Moors, because I'm a recovery Moor as well. These are people who are complaining a lot about the things they are witnessing in their lives. They've come up through all of the chakras all week, thanks to Poppy Water and the 7-Day Pillar Challenge. We've come up through all the chakras, Sunday to now Saturday, and we've come up through all these things. We're now seeing things clearly, and there are people who can only clearly see the bullshit. There are people who can only see the bad. And you know these people because they always want to bring up like what's not going well. These people can walk into a room of paintings and tell you the one that's off center. Some of them call it OCD, which is an actual thing for some people. But some people don't have an OCD thing. They're just not satisfied with coexistence with space, time, energy, and people. It might be OCD, or it may that you just cannot be satisfied with leaving things as they are for the moment. Maybe you're not exercising your patience, which is something that we cultivate here in Love and Action Network by existing. It's taken me 3 years to build programs that maybe for some, I don't know who the fuck who, because I don't live their lives, but for some people, it could have taken them 3 weeks. We don't know. So we got to figure out how to be satisfied with how things went. Falling in love with life as it is in this moment. 21 minutes past the top of the hour on May the 4th be with you. Middle of the day. Rainy outside Lexington, North Carolina, geographically placed in the universe. But Spirit taught me something the other day that's going to help us stand even further in our crown today. I was walking, taking my morning spring walks with Spirit, taking in life and doing the walking meditations that some of you step into. And Spirit reminded me that no matter where we are fixed as humans on the planet, In some orientation, we're standing on the very top of this motherfucker. And Spirit reminded me as Beyonce was blaring in my ears that I was on the top of the world in my orientation to it. There's someone right now standing on the exact opposite spot of where I'm standing on their top of the world. You have to really get into some imagineering with me in order to really tap into this. But I promise you, y'all, as it relates to this longitude and latitude that I'm sitting on, that some call Lexington, North Carolina, I'm at the top of my experience. I'm sitting on top of the globe. The globe is actually holding me up. And wherever your longitude and latitude coordinate is, the universe and the earth is also holding you up. I'm not falling. I don't feel a falling thing. The earth is supporting me very, very well. The ground is holding us up. That is a metaphor for what life is wanting to do for you today and every day. The world wants you to stand on top of she and say, now is the time to face the wind. Now is the time to be blissful. Now is the time to be whole. Now is the time to know that you are a reflection of divinity. Now is your time to see the beauty in the world, and now is the time to be optimistic, because Dr. Flo's principle number 2 is that you have everything in your hands right now to be imperfectly perfect, whole and complete, exactly as you are. That's something to be hopeful about today. That's something to crown yourself in. To wrap the top of your head in the idea that your future is going to be bright, joyous, and secure. But not bright, joyous, and secure because something outside of yourself says so. We now understand that we can allow our futures to be bright, joyous, and secure because we say so. Amen, ashe, and so it is. I'm so powerful in my crown and in my I am, which we started with on Sunday, that I understand that I can declare a thing out of my mouth. I can declare a thing in my thoughts, and it will be bright, joyous, and secure by the power of my clarity of thought and by the power of my connection with my spirit. We got here, folks. By the power of my clarity of thought and by the power of my connection with my spirit, I understand that my future is bright, joyous, and secure. Anybody want to touch and agree on that? Dumbledore class. That by the clarity of my thoughts, the power of my word, and the connection with my spirit, I understand that I am loved and lovable. And I understand that everything is working out for my bright, joyous, and secure future. Everybody can't tap into this. They want to be on a different kind of frequency. They want to be on the AM dial when I'm coming in on the FM. Loved and lovable. From the moment I wake up to the time I go to bed, I understand. Now, thank you, higher power. Thank you, me, for making the decision. Remember, y'all, these are ideas. I see you, VIP. These are things and ideas that we just latch onto. We just choose to pick up thoughts the way I just picked up this phone. And in this network, we just choose to pick up bright, joyous, and secure instead. Because why would you want to go through life scaring yourself? 85%, 95% of the things that we thought were going to awfully happen to us in our lives never came true. Think about it. Think about it. 95% of the stuff that you thought was going to take you out or was even going to happen to you negatively, it never fucking happened. You're smarter than that. You're more capable than that. You are young, gifted, and black. Anyway, day 7. We have a theme every week. It's week 18 of the year, so get it moving. Out the driveway, boo-boo. 2024. 18. Week 18 out of 52. I gotta start. What do they say? Floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. It is time for us to float like butterflies and sting like bees for our purpose. Allow them to feel us and feel our hearts once and for all, again and again. Day 7 of this week's theme, Easy Does It. We love Melody Beatty here. I don't know if she's alive or not, but we bless you for giving us a text to anchor our emotions. As the so-called leader here of this network, y'all have watched for the last 3 years me be challenged by and struggle with and grapple with and make room for and fight at times and yell at my emotions. To come to terms with how I feel about life and how I feel about people and how I feel about adulting and how I feel about relationships and all that. It's been a lot to happen on camera. But I'm happy to let you know that the jello is starting to set. The jello is starting to set. Because you can't pay attention to your emotions positively for years in the ways we have, and it eventually not show up for you in your hour of need. This is why I tell everyone who comes close enough to just spend 30, 60, or 90 days seriously in Love in Action Network. If you just hang out with the energies and auras, the presences and the powers here for 30, 60, or 90 days, you're going to see a radical change in your life about how you look at your life. And the lights can go off, or you can have no money in the bank, or you may not feel like it, or you may feel like it, and you'll still know that there's something greater going on. Even if that greater thing is you. You're worthy of having it going on, Dr. Flo. You're worthy of having it going on, Love in Action. If we prayed for knowledge of higher power's will for us and the power to carry that out, then relax. I'm going to drink my special drink that was sponsored by Angie. Would you believe me if I told you this smoothie had medicine in it? Helping me to relax. If we prayed for knowledge of God's will, higher power's will, Shamalama Ding Dong's will, we prayed for knowledge of our will. Because listen, my work is, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. I encounter people all day, every day, who have no clue of what they want to do with their lives. They have no idea. We're the blessed ones in the nucleus of the network. In the nucleus of the network, we have a semblance. We don't know everything about ourselves, and we certainly don't know everything about each other, but thank God we have a clue of what lights us up. Poppy Water has been crying to Abbott Elementary. There's a reason why. He has a passion for teaching the young people that they're loved and lovable and the life skills they need to have happy, healthy lives that are free from suffering. Let us be grateful that we know what our will is. God's got it. Higher power's got it. I'm grateful that I know what the fuck I want to do with my days. I'll never forget, y'all, when I was about to go sing in the subway system of New York City, being prodded and poked by a person named Pepper Priolo. I remember as I was printing my face, because I really didn't love myself enough to even print my face on paper. I love myself dearly, but did I love myself enough to print my face on paper to market myself? Sure, you love yourselves dearly. Do you love yourself enough to put yourself out there? To risk being laughed at and ridiculed and abandoned? It's a lot. I remember asking that young lady, I said, what lights you up? I'm here about to go into the subway to sing for the rent because I don't got no choice in the pandemic, what have you. What lights you up? I see that you're here with all of this wonderful technology and stuff at the Staples. Like, what are you passionate about? She goes, this is just my job. I don't have no passions. I don't. And I remember I think about her still. I hope she's okay. I hope she found and prayed for the knowledge of God's will or her will for her and the power to carry that out, and then relax. Trust that power. We don't have to do it by force or on our own. The prayer for this week is, help me let go of my fears and anxieties. Teach me that relaxing and easy does it approach is the way to serenity. I got 4 minutes. I'm going to do it again. If we prayed for knowledge of Source's will for us and the power to carry that out, if we prayed, I'm going to land this thing. If we prayed, and some of y'all don't pray, and that's okay, even though some would say that thoughts are prayers by the power of hypnotic rhythm, we ain't got time for that today. We ain't got time to talk about, even if you don't consider yourself to be a person of prayer, how the law of hypnotic rhythms got you covered. Everybody's praying to something. Even the people, I don't pray, I don't believe in that hocus pocus. Everybody's praying to something, and everybody's praying for something all day, every day, by the power of hypnotic rhythm. I cannot unpack that. That's for a masterclass that you paid me for. But I promise you, we understand here, especially on Crown Chakra Day, that even those of you who do not pray are praying all day for something. And my prayer today, along with Melody and Love in Action Network, is to help me let go of my fears and anxieties. Teach me that relaxing and easy does it approach is the way to serenity. It is no secret that Love in Action Network doubles as an Emotions Anonymous treatment facility online. All day we're dealing with feelings and emotions and dreams and the power within us to joyfully overcome, even when camera 2 has 14% left. We always figure out a way to come out of our victimhood. And we all have a way in our lives of tapping into that inner victim. Poor me and my smartphone and my talent. Poor me and my smartphone and my casual brilliance. Poor me. Poor me. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. But we're waking up and we have evidence to the contrarian. We have a contrarian thought within us that says, you're connecting with thousands of people monthly. You're being heard by dozens of people daily. People are coming back months later and telling you that one line that you share with them is enriching their life. May we live our lives to be a blessing. May we live our lives to encourage, equip, and empower. I will see y'all tomorrow.